Ladies and gentlemen, the program will be starting in 2 minutes, so please make your way to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Friends, thank you for being with us here tonight as we celebrate Clinic by the Bay, its 12th annual celebration and gathering. Put your hands together just for being somewhere. It's lovely to be together. I want to also say hello and good evening to those watching at home. Everyone in the room, make a little noise for the folks on the sofa at home. We see you. And now if I can ask everyone at home to make some noise for the people here. Thank you so very, very much. All right. So, friends, as you know, the work of Clinic by the Bay, it's so important to each and every one of us. That's why we're here tonight. And the work now is more important than it has ever been. We're at the tail end, we're told, just got word from a doctor, yes, we're at the tail end of this pandemic. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling that we're near the end of this? I sure do hope so. But the need to ensure that people remain healthy, that need is ongoing. Friends, for 12 years, Clinic by the Bay has been providing free healthcare to the working uninsured in San Francisco and San Mateo counties. We are not supported by the government. We do not take insurance. We rely on each and every one of you. And you've all brought us here to this abundant moment tonight. Your support over the years has helped us get to where we are with Clinic by the Bay. So give yourselves a round of applause just for showing up, just for being here. Our supporters, our donors, we could not do this work without you. And as you know, what we're all about is ensuring that we can give health care to everyone and free health care. Friends, we're thanking you, the donors. We also want to give a ripple of applause, a large ripple of applause, to the volunteer doctors and nurses. Volunteer doctors and nurses, yeah. Who take care of the patients at the clinic. We provide them with a welcoming and a loving medical home, something many of these patients have never ever had before. So tonight, friends, let's celebrate. I think a few of you already have. Who's had a margarita? Friends at home, who's had a margarita? We see you. So let's celebrate. Let's celebrate our patients, our volunteer doctors, nurses, the health coaches, IT champions, resource specialists, interpreters, all our outstanding volunteers who allow Clinic by the Bay to do the incredible work that we do. It takes all of us working together to make Clinic by the Bay the unique and very special place that it is. And friends, though we are 99% volunteer run, we do have a small but mighty staff. We'd like to acknowledge the staff for their incredible hard work. So if you're a member of the team, raise your hand. Everyone else, put your two hands together and give them a round of applause for being so wonderful. And of course, friends, we celebrate you tonight, our donors who have enabled Clinic by the Bay to survive and thrive and serve those who need us most for these past 12 years. And of course, we look forward to moving to the brand new home. Let's hear it for that. The new home we'll be moving to soon with dental services, more mental health, nutrition support, and so much more. So tonight, friends, we want you to have fun. We want you to get ready for some very special guests who'll be up here in just a moment. We also encourage you to check out the silent auction. All kinds of cool things. If you love your Giants, I know you do. We have Giants tickets. We have A's tickets. We have Niners tickets. There are getaways. There's an Alaska airline ticket. Anywhere Alaska flies, from San Francisco to Oakland and other places. So please check that out as well. And there's a dinner with myself and Janet, Clint, and we have a rock star chef, Matthew Dolan, who'll prepare that special dinner. So please consider doing that for us tonight. The more you bid, the more you donate tonight, the more we get to serve through Clinic by the Bay. So, friends, also want to mention you, we have a raffle tonight. So our volunteers are running around with some raffle tickets. So if you have a chance, one ticket, $25, three for $50, six for $100. Go for the $100. We'll do that raffle at the very end of the night. But now, friends, it is my immense pleasure to introduce to you a woman without whom we would have no Clinic by the Bay. Her vision, her partnership, with all of you here tonight. Friends, you know her, you love her, the president of the board of directors for Clinic by the Bay and the co-founder. Please put your hands together for Janet Riley. Janet, come on up here.
Aw, Liam, thank you so much. First of all, big round of applause for Liam Makelum. Liam has been a supporter and a believer in Clinic by the Bay for so many years now, and he's one of the good guys. He really cares about helping communities. So, Liam, we are so grateful for you every year. Thank you so much. And to all of you, of course, we want to say thank you so much for being here. Your presence is a real validation and an endorsement of what we do every single day at Clinic by the Bay. And we also want to say a big thank you to our virtual watchers. I know Liam welcomed them, but thank you for being there on your couches with us. We appreciate you. Everyone here is a VIP, but I do want to take a moment to give a special shout out to some of our superstar sponsors, supporters like Doctors Kathleen Welsh and Bill Ploutz, Diane Wilsey. Common Spirit Health is just fantastic. AT&T, Merchants Exchange Club, Nob Hill Gazette, Cynthia and Gary Bengier, Bettina and Glenn Duvall, Scott Hauge, Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis and Marcos Kounalakis, Jamel and Tom Perkins, Susie and Bob Buckley, Lynn and John Catchings, Deborah Kaywood Rukas, Noni Green and Todd Werby, James McDermott and Nick Andrade, Donna Warrington and Keith Goldstein, Brenda Wright, Provident Credit Union, Sutter Health, Taubie Foundation, San Francisco Firefighters, Bay Area Development Company, so many, but we couldn't do what we do without you. So give them a big round of applause. I also want to acknowledge our board of directors. So could our board of directors raise your hands, and thank you so much for all that you do. We definitely have a working board of directors, so we appreciate you and your long service to Clinic by the Bay. Lastly, we want to say thank you, of course, to the volunteers who were here tonight, not only our doctors and nurses, but the people who helped with this event. And a thank you to the Merchants Exchange production team, Kim Thornton, Walter Ryan. Wait, and Walter and company, who built this very Instagrammable background here. And they do it every year. They put it up in like a day. I'm like, do you have a workshop somewhere? Or how do you do this? But it always makes it really fun. So we appreciate them. You know, 12 years ago, Scott Hauge and I co-founded Clinic by the Bay, and we were driven by the belief that every individual, regardless of their ability to pay for medical care, where they grew up, what zip code they live in, has a right to basic medical care and to receive that care with dignity and respect, no questions asked. Amen. And for 12 years, we've really made good on that promise. We meet our patients where they are. We see them as people, not just as the illnesses they present. And we strive to create a healthy community, one person at a time. And this is hard work. We have patients who come to us very sick. These are patients who basically can't go to work, can't function because they're so ill and haven't seen a doctor. And like Dr. Bill Hagbaum, who's right here, one of our fantastic volunteers, with Dr. Goldschmidt. These are incredibly complex cases, but it's worth it because the result is a happy and a healthy patient. And I think that our doctors and nurses and caregivers get as much satisfaction as our patients as seeing the results, and our patients leave us feeling so much better. And as Liam said earlier, going through these last 2 years, much of it in isolation, we understand how important community is. We are a community at Clinic by the Bay. You are part of our community. And for that, we could not be more grateful. So I want to thank you again for being here, for your generosity, for your presence. And now as we continue our program, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you one of Clinic by the Bay's best and longest supporters, someone who has had a lot to do with keeping people in San Francisco healthy by her leadership. So it is my absolute pleasure and honor to introduce to you the mayor of the city and county of San Francisco, Mayor London Breed.
Well, first of all, don't we just love Janet Riley? I remember many, many years ago watching her on those Mervyn's commercials, trying to get people to support good causes. And this is what I love about not only our city, but so many incredible San Franciscans. Because when we talk about the need of people who are struggling in this city, time and time again, so many of you rise to the occasion. I remember growing up in San Francisco, I always tell my stories because they somehow become very relevant to a number of situations because I did grow up in poverty, and I think about just the challenges of what my grandmother had to face with the paperwork associated with me and my brothers and my sister and trying to get on Medicare and take care of us. And I was at the dentist. I've had the same dentist since I had teeth. And I was asking Dr. Smith, you know, what happened? How did we end up here? He said, I saw your grandmother with those cute little kids, and I told her to just come on, and I'll take care of you guys. And he's been taking care of us ever since, and I just think, what a blessing. What a blessing to be a blessing to people who need this level of support, whether it's dental care, which clearly worked out, because I feel like my teeth are real good. Or it's, you know, some level of support with reproductive health. Some of the toughest times for our city have been this pandemic and those who struggle with what to do and who to talk to, supporting people around mental health, helping with food insecurity for those who may not have the groceries that they need. Clinic by the Bay is all of that and then some. Because when you walk through those doors, it's how do we get to yes? How do we get you to help in the services you need? How do we make sure that when you leave this place that you're going to be okay? And what's so extraordinary about this organization is they do it all because of your contributions. Everything that happens there happens because folks like you believe in this work, because the doctors and the nurses and the clinicians and all of these people take time out of their schedules to volunteer to support the community. So the only thing Janet asked me to do is show up and thank you. I'm happy to do that. But I was also happy that we worked together in the city and county of San Francisco to provide $1 million to support in the new building. That's the least of what we can do, because it's going to serve so many people in the city and county of San Francisco. And so I just want to thank all of you, and make sure that you bid on all those auction items. Throw me in there too. Tour City Hall or something, I don't know. Come to my office and hang out on my couch, whatever you want. But at the end of the day, these have been very challenging times, so coming together and enjoying one another's company is something that I appreciate more than ever, but especially when it's for an extraordinary cause. So thank you all, both here and online, for all your love and support for Clinic by the Bay. Take care.
Come on, give it up for our awesome mayor one more time, Mayor London Breed. Mayor London Breed always shows up. So, by the way, she threw in an auction item. Yes, I think she said lunch at her office. So we'll take some bids. Friends, let's introduce another friend of Clinic by the Bay, who also shows up and has made a lot of great things happen in his district, District 11, home, of course, to our clinic, and home to the soon-to-be new clinic and new home for Clinic by the Bay. Friends, here he is, Supervisor Asha Safai.
Thank you, everyone. Again, my name is Asha. I'm the supervisor from the neighborhood where Clinic by the Bay has been home. And I want to tell you a little bit about the district that I represent. It is a district of longtime San Franciscans. It is a district of immigrants. It is a district of working families. And you'd say to yourself, why in the city and county of San Francisco today would we need a free clinic with all the money that we have, with San Francisco healthcare offering it to everyday residents? There are still citizens of our city that are either undocumented, are in the shadows, that don't have access to good health care. Clinic by the Bay is the organization and place that steps up for them. I am so proud to represent the district that is the home to this important institution. I can still remember when Janet Riley called me a number of years ago. I wasn't even the supervisor then. I was an aspiring supervisor. And she said, Asha, we have to have a permanent home. Our rent keeps going up. We have to find a place to make Clinic by the Bay an institution that will thrive way beyond anyone, myself, others, our board. And we did that. The minute I was elected to office in 2016, the bid went out. We found the place. I called Jen. I said, are you going to bid on this opportunity? And she said, yes. We're ready to go. We'll be ready to start this and move into our new home in the next year and a half. Well, here we are 5 years later. And as the mayor said, additional monies have been needed. There was a gross underestimation of the work that needed to be done. But the board of Clinic by the Bay, Janet Riley, Clint Riley, everyone came together. Scott Hauge and his leadership came together and said, we're going to raise the money. The city got a great deal, in my opinion, because Clinic by the Bay is raising the money to do all the tenant improvements. They're paying rent. As Janet tells me all the time, it's almost market rate rent. What's in it for us? I said, well, you'll never get evicted because the city owns the building. And I have every step of the way. Anytime she has called me, and we've talked multiple times, we've worked with their board, we have found the money. I went to the mayor, I said, we need some additional funds. Just the other day, this has been such a labor of love. We found an underground tunnel in front of the building no one knew existed, because it used to be, the Alamany Boulevard used to be a little mini freeway. Instead of bridges, they had tunnels. And that is where the electrical power station is going to go that will energize the whole building. And luckily, I had another $85,000 there. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with this, but I just want to say, as you can see, this is a labor of love, and I am going to, by hook or crook, we are going to get Clinic by the Bay into that home. And let me just say this. This institution, this place that they're moving into, is the old Alemany Hospital. It has been serving residents of the area since 1933. So part of the problem is you're taking a historic structure, you're updating it to today's standards, and making it usable. So I just want to say I am so honored to represent this. I'm so proud to work with the board. Thank you, Scott, for your determination and your stamina. Thank you, Janet. And I have certificates of honors here for the entire board of directors for all of their amazing work and support for this clinic and hospital. Janet, can you come up and accept this on behalf of, this is from the entire board of supervisors. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Liam. And we will see this through 100%.
Let's give it up for our supervisor from District 11, Asha. Thank you so very much. Friends, don't go anywhere. The most important part of the night is right now. We're about to give away free puppies. So don't go anywhere, please. Friends, one thank you before we introduce our next speaker. Can we have a little round of applause for another great supporter of Clinic by the Bay, for Kaiser. Kaiser, thank you for your support. We thank you. We thank you so very, very, very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the executive director. I know she is because she's got a briefcase. Give it up for Sarah Gordon. Sarah, come up here.
Thanks so much, Liam. Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Gordon, Executive Director of Clinic by the Bay, and I am thrilled and honored to be here with you all tonight to celebrate 12 years of free healthcare for the working uninsured, finally in person after 2 years of virtual celebrations. It really is so exciting for me to put faces to names of people that I have been working with for the past 2 years, and also to have a chance to share what truly makes Clinic by the Bay a unique and special place that I'm so proud to be a part of. So for those of you who don't know me too well, I'm a fifth-generation native San Franciscan. Go Giants, go Warriors. And social justice issues and access to healthcare have always been a passion of mine. And that passion led me to a career in working with the safety net populations, mostly in community clinic settings in FQHCs, federally qualified health centers. Now, the work that these FQHCs do is a critical component of our safety net system, and it's imperative to the health and wellness of our communities. But those clinics are caring for people that qualify for health insurance or who can afford to pay the cost of their health insurance premiums. And they're typically limiting their care to what can be billed for and reimbursed by Medi-Cal. And then trying to maximize those reimbursements by squeezing in as many 15-minute visits as possible. And at Clinic by the Bay, we really are the safety net of the safety net system, catching the people that fall through the cracks because they don't qualify for Medi-Cal or they can't afford to pay for health insurance while caring for themselves and their families and living in the Bay Area. And the way we do this is so special and unique since we're not limited to only providing services that can be billed under Medi-Cal. We can take as much time as we need with our patients. Typically, our visits are 30 minutes to an hour, and we can develop programs and services that truly meet the needs of our patients and support the whole person. So from the time each doctor takes with our patients to the wraparound services we can provide, like prescription assistance, health coaching, and the way we can turn on a dime to meet the unique needs of our patients through development of programs like our Food as Medicine program, which began at the start of the pandemic to address food insecurity. We truly do practice the art of medicine, not the business of healthcare. And in the 12 years that Clinic by the Bay has been serving our community, we have seen over 12,000 patients and over 23,000 visits, which is pretty remarkable in any practice, but is particularly impressive when that care is being provided through the selfless acts of individuals who are volunteering their time and their expertise. So I couldn't come up here and speak without expressing my deep gratitude to all of our medical and non-medical volunteers, and also to our staff who show up day in and day out to support our volunteers while bringing their passion and dedication to everything that they do at Clinic by the Bay. I'm just so proud and honored that I get to work with them every day. And next, I'd like to introduce the video you're about to see, which was a labor of love that our staff and our volunteers and our patients put their hearts and souls into creating with the support of our amazing producer, Jody Siles. So I'd like to thank everyone that took the time out of their busy schedules to share their stories and passion in this video, and I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you. Go Sarah!
One of the reasons why I co-founded this clinic is because I saw a real need. We see patients who do not qualify for Medi-Cal, but don't make enough money to buy private insurance. So it's really the working people who fall through the cracks. And so Clinic by the Bay is there for them because we truly do believe that access to medical care is a right.
At Clinic by the Bay, we practice the art of medicine rather than the business of healthcare.
What I like is that we get to take care of people without having to worry about anything but what's right for the patient.
I feel really good about volunteering here. I just really enjoy being boots on the ground, making a tangible difference every time I come into the clinic.
Doctors here really take the time to get to know the patient.
With the amount of time that they have here, you get to build these patient relationships.
All the patients, they just feel like my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, and I just love being able to be here for them.
My parents were immigrants, and so they relied a lot on free health clinics. I am really proud of volunteering here because I get to give back to that community.
What makes Clinic by the Bay unique is that we're really able to tailor our services to meet the needs of our patients and develop programs that really support their health.
These are people who are trying to make ends meet. They've been bounced back and forth between health systems, and this is really the only safety net that they have available.
I was walking on the street, and then when I see the sign, they say it's free. So that's why I talked with the people who was in there.
I've tried other places, and they declined me. I'm so glad I had a friend that recommended this place, because I'd be in a bad spot right now.
I signed up for COVID California. It stressed me out because of the financial difficulties I'm in. I worry that I can't pay it.
The services are excellent. I feel that I've been taken care of. I get reminded on a monthly basis what I need.
From day one, I felt they're caring. You're not just a number. I said, oh, someone's gonna help me, because I really needed it.
Being a patient here is like being with family. Feels like home.
Clinic by the Bay is the one that really helped me to make myself a whole again.
Thank you, Clinic by the Bay, for everything you've done.
Clinic by the Bay really saved my life.
Keep giving. It goes a long way. It keeps paying itself forward.
Let's give it up for that awesome video. And also, some of the patients who are in the video are in the room tonight, so let's make some noise. Yeah. And with that in mind, friends, we want to invite to the stage and welcome, and give a very warm welcome to someone very special, because she's going to share her story. Please put your hands together and welcome Natalie Sanchez. Natalie, come on up here.
I feel like it's very hard to follow that video because it kind of made me emotional, so if you could just give me a moment. We love you, Natalie. I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who's here, just to see all the faces and all the people who made it possible for me to experience what I've experienced at Clinic by the Bay. I really believe that Clinic by the Bay has put the care back into healthcare, and I have felt so welcomed being a patient there. And I feel that it has become a safe space, free of judgment, full of resources, and enriched with really welcoming staff. And I really appreciate everyone's hard work, especially that it's free and it's volunteer-based. And it's just very expensive to live in the city and try to get by. And for me specifically, I'm a child of immigrants, and I came here when I was really young. And I was very apprehensive to anytime I needed help or had to ask for help because of my experience as a child of immigrants. So when I found out about Clinic by the Bay, I finally found a place where I could feel at ease, where I could state my concerns. And we all know that going to the doctors or to have to speak about very vulnerable things is really difficult and challenging. And to be able to have a place where something as vulnerable and delicate as your healthcare, your mental well-being, I felt that they honored that by treating it the same way and being very delicate with their care. And lastly, the biggest thing that has impacted me was being able to do mental care in Clinic by the Bay. They introduced me to EMDR, which is a really powerful therapy, and ever since I found out about it, I've been, encouraging other people to try it. It's very helpful for people who have experienced trauma, and I just really appreciate, even in that regard, how something as delicate as dealing with trauma, that they were able to honor that as well, and really, like I said, put the care back in healthcare. So thank you all for inviting me and for being a part of this special night. Thank you.
Friends, give it up one more time for Natalie. Natalie, thank you so much. And Natalie, we thank you for sharing part of your story with us tonight. Friends, we're here tonight as neighbors helping neighbors. For Natalie, for Lou, who we saw in the video, these patients who come through the doors are treated with dignity. They get health care, and it's affordable because it's free. And 12,000 patients served by Clinic by the Bay, more than 23,000 visits. So let's put our hands together for the volunteers who make it happen each and every day that the clinic is open. We thank them so very much. Volunteer nurses and doctors, those behind the scenes, they make it happen for our patients. And friends, this is now the part of the night, I know that the most exciting part of the night for you, because you get to show your support for Clinic by the Bay. Friends at home, if you're sitting on the sofa with someone, give them a little nudge right now. This is the time you get to grab your smartphone. And if you're watching online, you can also just scroll down and check out the different amounts that you can give. And friends at home, if you want to text to give, pretty easy. All you have to do is text the word give and the amount you want to give to this number, 76278. That's 76278, the amount you want to give. But for everyone else in the room, good old-fashioned paddles, everybody. So this is going to be quick, short, and effective, just like me on a good night. All I'm going to ask... Sorry. Yes, moving on. Friends, can I just check out my one good eye and ask you to raise your paddles? I'm not asking you for anything. I just want to see if I can read the numbers. Keep them still, though, when you can. 1085, Janet, I see you. 1064, I see you. My fun table here, 1010, I see you. Save my margarita. Paul, I see you. 1008. Back of the room, I'm going to have to do some running tonight because you guys are way back there. If you can come a little closer, guys. Come a little closer because I cannot see the numbers from here. I apologize for that. And that means we get to be a little bit more intimate. Okay, friends, here we go. We're going to do this quickly, effectively. There's only one way to give to Clinic by the Bay tonight, and that is to give from the heart. And whatever you give, please know, every donation matters, every dollar counts. And guys, we're going to keep the bar closed for 5 more minutes. Shh. Thank you, everybody. Just so our friends at home can hear this part of the night as well. 5 minutes, back to the drink, back to the conversation. So friends, our first level of giving tonight, the raising of your paddle at the $5,000 level could provide a much-needed MRI that could change not just the course of life, but save a life. Who would like to raise their paddle, be audacious in your giving tonight at the $5,000 level? Thank you, Janet. 1085 at $5,000. Make some noise, everybody. Here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, if you're someone who'd like to give $5,000 but like to do it quietly, you can tiptoe your way out and just sneak that $5,000 out on the way out the door tonight. Friends, our next level of giving would provide 40 mental health sessions, 40 patients with just this action of your paddle attached to $2,500. Who would like to raise the paddle? Paul, I love you for it. 1008 at $2,500. We thank you. Come on, keep the applause going. Nanette, 1109. Thank you at $2,500. We thank you so very much. Friends at home, you're wondering, should I give? Nudge the person you're on the sofa with and say, now's the moment. And if they're not drinking, give them a drink and then tell them to raise their virtual paddle. All right, keep on going. Friends, our next level of giving, the $1,000 level. A lot of our patients who come through the doors are non-English speaking. English is their second language. So we have interpreters, volunteer interpreters, and of course, we need some funds as well to help with this program. Your $1,000 could help contribute to this. Here we go, $1,000, 1110, thank you. 1074, thank you, Scott. 1075, thank you. 1105, thank you. 1005, keep the applause going, thank you. 1050, thank you. 1009, thank you. Oh my God, you're gonna have to come a little closer, my friend. I'm sorry, the one good eye is just 1065. I see you at $1,000, thank you. Anyone else at 1,000? Thank you, my friend. 1080 at $1,000, we thank you. Friends, our next level of giving, we're on the home stretch here. A gift of $500. Who would like to raise the paddle at $500? Provide a laptop, essential for their doctors and volunteers doing their work. $500, here we go. 1101, thank you. 1058, thank you. 1070, thank you. 1064, thank you. 1050, thank you. Right there, John. Sorry, love. 1057, thank you. 1077, thank you. 1006, thank you. Round of applause, everyone at home as well, yes. And we really are on the home stretch. Here we go, friends. Our next level of giving, the $250 level tonight, will provide 10 $25 gift cards to our patients. The gift of food, a gift card, it goes a long way. Who would like to raise the paddle at the $250 level? Here we go. 1004, thank you. 1095, thank you. 1094, thank you. 1046, thank you. 1083, thank you. 1054, thank you. 1050, thank you. 1010, thank you. You have to come a little closer, my friend. Here we go. I'm so sorry. 1066, thank you. 1111, thank you. Sorry, my friend. Do they do eye care at the clinic? Because I think I need to pop in for a visit. 1103, thank you. Incredible. Hands together, everybody. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. And friends, our last level of giving, $100 that'll provide once a month a blood sugar monitoring supply for a diabetic patient. Who would like to give up their coffee for a week? Instead, give that money right here, run now. $100, 1091, thank you. 1100, thank you. 1079, thank you. 1013, thank you. 1108, thank you. Riley, 1098, thank you. Anyone else at 100? Anyone else at 100? Put your, oh, no, thank you, darling. 1050, thank you. 1005, thank you. Anyone at home, jump in right now. Nudge the one you're with. Now's the moment to give whatever feels good right here. Friends, our last fun thing, we have a little raffle we're going to do in just a moment. So to those who bought raffle tickets, but for our last level of giving, raise your paddle. We call this the paddle drop. $50. $50. We're going to put your paddle, your number in a basket. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to pick a winner, and you get to go home, not alone tonight. You're going to cuddle this bottle of Veuve Clicquot champagne. All right, so $50. Who'd like to raise their paddle and drop it in the box? You get a chance to win. If nobody does it, nobody? One person, please, somebody. Okay, $10.49, thank you. Keep your paddle up until a volunteer comes and puts it in. Thank you so much. Paul, 1,008, thank you. A couple at the back, $10.64 up front here. Keep your paddle up until our volunteer pops it in the basket. Keep your paddle raised, $50. One chance for you to win. Another one down here, darling, $10.49. And this really is the real deal because this bottle just spoke French to me when I picked it up today. It did. Mais oui, je parle français un peu, moi aussi. Voulez-vous? No, we will not say that. $10.58. Right here. Anyone else? Right there, darling. Sarah, pop it in the basket. So just pop your number. Anyone else? Do we get anyone else? We're going to do this live drawing right here. Instant. The basket is right here. Pop it in there. $50. Here we go. We're going to do this live. So get your raffle tickets out, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to do the raffle as well. Any last minute people for the $50 paddle drop? $50 paddle drop. Anyone else? Last chance. Last call. Couple more. Here we go. Are we good? Anyone else? Janet, do you want to help me pick the winner? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. The winner of the bottle of Veuve Clicquot Rosé. And the winner is Janet? $10.49. I think it's on my table right here. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done, darling. Party at your place tonight. Okay. Everybody get your raffle tickets out. Here we go. Raffle tickets. Janet? Someone left their raffle tickets here. Are these yours? Someone left these?
Left me. Those are mine.
Oh.
Okay.
So here we go, friends.
Okay, Deborah, come up here. You come and pick.
Let's give it up for Deborah, everybody. We love you, Deborah. So, prize number one. It's a gorgeous basket filled with the best things in life. Coffee and chocolate, more coffee, cookies. And the winner is, drumroll please. 4945, last four digits. 4945. 4945, the last four digits. Congratulations, you get the basket. All right, here we go. Prize number two. Prize number two, a $200 gift card to the iconic restaurant Sam's Grill. $200. Drum roll, please. The winner is 4957, last four digits. Come on down. Do we know who that is?
Okay, no.
Congratulations, my friend.
All right, Scott, pick number 3.
Okay.
Congratulations. Okay, last one.
Friends, and the last prize today is 2 seats behind the Giants dugout, field club level, pair of Giants tickets, and the winning number is, drum roll please, 4962 for the Giants tickets. Come on down. Congratulations, friends at home, friends in this room. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for helping our patients survive and thrive. And thank you for getting Clinic by the Bay on the path to its brand new home. You're all amazing. You're all superstars. Spread the word about Clinic by the Bay. Thanks for being here tonight. For our friends at home, can we have a hip, hip, hooray? Hip, hip. So they can hear you. Hip, hip. Enjoy the rest of the night. The auction is closed. Don't forget to check out. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.